Hi, I'm Jill with Rooting for the Future, and today we're going to be working on a couple of things with starting a garden and also keeping a garden healthy. And the first thing we're going to work on is making garden compost, easy garden compost. A lot of the things that you compost have to be taken to a large composting center and made into compost that you can then put on your garden. But there's three things that you can put onto your garden right away. They are eggshells, coffee grounds, and banana peels. And these three things can be combined to make a nice, quick, easy compost that you can put directly onto your garden, in the soil in your garden. So eggshells, you want to get your eggshells, they need to be dry because you want to crush them into little pieces so they break down in your garden faster. These are eggshells from hard-boiled eggs, which are very easy. You let them dry for a little bit. You can also use eggshells from raw eggs that you've used for making breakfast or baking with, but you then need to rinse those eggshells out and let them dry for a day or so before you put them into your compost mixture. We have coffee grounds from brewed coffee. This is great for the soil in your garden. And then also banana peels. And with the banana peels, you need to chop them into very small pieces so that they will also break down quickly in your soil in your garden. All right, so I have a helper here today, and he's going to be crumbling up the eggshells for me. The kids love to do this, and he's also going to help me out with the coffee grounds. I'm going to chop the banana peels because you do need to use a sharp knife, and it's probably better if the kids don't do this part. I usually cut off these tough ends from the bananas and get rid of them because they don't break down as easily in the garden. And then you just want to chop these bananas into small pieces, as small as you can get them. All right, like that. Sometimes they're a little bit tough. I usually save my banana peels for a couple of days and then chop them all at the same time. And you're also going to want some kind of bowl or bucket that you can mix all of this compost in. I just have an old bucket here and a spoon that we use for the garden. I'm going to try and get these pieces of banana a little smaller. You like them nice and small. If you have worms in your garden soil, they'll love these pieces of banana. And you're just going to combine everything together and mix it together. So I have these banana peels, and I'm just going to scrape them right into our bucket. Right, and my helper is working on our eggshells here. And then we're also going to dump our coffee grounds right in there. I've also saved the coffee grounds from a couple of days of coffee. And this makes a pretty good amount if you have saved stuff from a few days. If you have a spot in your kitchen that you can let it just sit for a couple of days while you accumulate, and then very soon it'll be ready to go right out in the garden. I'll show you what it looks like in there. You just want to mix it all together. So you have your eggshells, coffee grounds, banana peels, and this is ready. You can go right out on the garden. You can sprinkle it around your plants in your garden beds or right into the ground where you have your plants growing. And this is something too that once you get the kids involved, I find that they're really great about reminding you to save your banana peels and save the coffee grounds and eggshells so that you can make this compost, and they love to put it out in the garden. So we've made our easy garden compost, and now we're going to be starting some seeds inside. If the weather is still a little bit cold, you can start your seeds inside. And I'm going to be using a cardboard egg crate, which I think is a great thing to start seeds in, because once the seed has sprouted, you can cut the cup from the egg carton, and you can put the whole little cardboard cup right into the soil, and it'll biodegrade in there. So it's a really great, easy way for kids to help you do some planting because you don't have to pull the seedling out. They can put the cup straight into a small hole in the soil. So we are going to be planting tomato seeds today, and my helper is going to be helping me. And to fill this, you just want to get some regular potting soil at your garden store. And you just, put a spoonful of soil into each one of the egg cups. And the other thing that you'll want to have, which makes it fun for the kids, because you do need to keep the soil very moist, is either some type of squirt bottle or just a little, this is like a little dressing squirter bottle you can find. And either one of these is great for kids to help you water the seeds, because you want to keep the soil very moist. So really you're going to need to be moistening the soil almost every day, especially if you have this in a really sunny window. If you want the seeds to sprout, you need to keep the potting soil very moist. So once you get seeds in all of the little cups, you're going to spray down the soil or water the soil. Almost ready here, a couple more seeds. Good. All right. And then you want to spray it down, make sure that everything is moist. Just get that to me. Okay, good. Kids love to do this. And you can use something like this too. You can see that you can control just a small amount that's going to go in each little cup of the egg carton. And what I like to do, just to help make sure that the soil is staying moist, is once you have it moist, I usually put a piece of plastic wrap over it before I put it in the window. And once the seeds start sprouting, you'll need to remove the plastic wrap, but this is a really great way to keep the moisture in while you're waiting for the seeds to sprout. And soon, once they've grown a couple of inches or more, they will be ready to put out in your garden, and you have some great compost to help keep your soil healthy. So thank you for joining us and learning a little bit about keeping your garden healthy and starting seeds inside. And we hope you join us again and keep rooting for the future.